Welcome everybody to the Bhagavad Gita study series. In this class, we hope to complete the last three shlokas of the chapter 7, titled Jnana Vijnana Yoga of the Bhagavad Gita. This is a very important chapter because it gives an introduction to the concept of bhakti and Ishvara, what God is, the nature of God, and what is bhakti, devotion. Um, Everything is detailed here. After we complete this, we will go look at the points to pointer to revise the chapter. I hope you had a chance to look at the points to pointer. As usual, we'd like to thank Swami Paramarthananda Saraswati for the traditional rendering of Vedanta as it was done for over 1,000 years, starting with Adi Shankaracharya. We'll say a small prayer. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Salutations to the lineage starting with Lord Sadashiva, with Adi Shankaracharya in the middle, and continuing up to our immediate teacher, Swami Paramarthananda Saraswati. So now, the chapter 7, as I said, is the introduction to the Madhyama Shatkam. The Madhyama Shatkam is about the nature of God, Ishvara. And we saw Ishvara consists of two aspects. One is the pure consciousness, which is the instrumental cause, and there is the material cause, which is called Maya. And the Maya is like, you can loosely say it's like some kind of energy, but it's not energy. From Maya, this energy thing comes both energy and matter during creation, and it pervades the entire universe. And who creates? It's a consciousness that creates the entire universe. So Maya plus consciousness, that is Brahman, is called Ishvara, God. And God pervades the entire universe through this. This combined entity is called God. Then there is, so this is the first few shlokas were the introduction to this concept of jnanam, which means knowledge of God with form, or the knowledge of the material universe. And then there's the vijnanam, which refers to the higher form. Krishna calls it the para prakriti, which is formless. It is the Brahman, or the consciousness that pervades the entire universe. And then Krishna goes from shlokas 4 to 12. He talks about the Ishvara Swarupam. Then he talks about why we get into the samsara, the cycle of births and deaths, cause and remedy of human suffering. Then he talked about the two types of bhakti. The lower form, which is called sakama. Sa means with kama means with desire. Then there is nishkama bhakti, the higher form, which is where you don't have this desire for a certain goal. So you pray to God so that you are blessed with a son, daughter, things like that. People pray to get a promotion. People pray to get good grades, all that. So then the Nishkama Bhakti, higher form of Bhakti, and we are at that location, Nishkama Bhakti. So let's go there. So Nishkama Bhakti, 28 to 30. Bhakti without desire to obtain things from Ishvara, or God. Yesham tvantagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvandva moha nirmukta bhajante mam drudavratah. But those people whose sins have come to an end, who are of virtuous deeds, who are freed from the delusion of opposites. What are the opposites? Craving and aversion. Craving, aversion. These are the two things which we always are plagued with. They worship me with firm vows. So let's look at the Sanskrit portion here. Tu esham jananam. So the way to split it is, so there's esham, tu antagata. Tvantagata is tu, antagata. Tu means but esham, those, jananam, which is people. Who are those people? Antagatam papam, whose papam is sin, whose sins have come to an end. And what kind of people are those? Punya karmanam. They are people who have done virtuous deeds so that they can go higher. And he is qualifying more about these people. Those people, Dvandva Moha Nirmukta, who are freed from the delusion of opposites. So their mind is not craving and aversion, having aversion at the same time. It is a focused mind. Bhajante Mam, they worship me. Bhajati means worship. Mam, me. Dhridavrata, firm. Dhriti means firm. Dhridavrata. Continuing. So he's now talking about Nishkama Karma, the higher form of Nishkama's Bhakti, higher form of Bhakti. He's not saying Sakama Bhakti is bad. He's just saying this is higher. Jara Marana Mokshaya Mama Shritya Yatantiye Te Brahma Tatvidu Kritsnam Adhyatmam Karma Chakilam. Now, Krishna sometimes does this trick. He excites Arjuna's curiosity by giving some hints about some words. He throws in some words to pique Arjuna's curiosity. So here he's doing a few things. He's introducing a few words. These shlokas 29 and 30 are called Bija shlokas for the 8th chapter. Okay, 8th chapter is about Akshara Brahma Yoga. Akshara Brahma means the Brahman is a consciousness. It is indestructible. It is non-changing. It is Akshara Brahma Yoga. So he is now introducing this a few words so Arjuna can ask questions and then Krishna can give a full lecture, which will benefit us. So 29 and 30 are the Bija shlokas for the 8 chapters. Now, what Krishna is doing is the same thing. So he will use 7 terms. You'll see 3 terms here and 4 in the next shloka. Para plus apara prakriti. So para prakriti is pure consciousness. Apara prakriti is everything else, mixed everything. It's presented with a new set of technical terms. So Arjuna will ask a question which will lead to the 8th chapter. Okay, let's look at the words. Taking refuge in me, those who strive for freedom from decay and death, they know that Brahman completely, the self also completely, and also karma completely. So he says, these people who take refuge in me, who strive for freedom from decay and death, they know the Brahman, they know the Atma. But Brahman is Atma. See, Krishna is just adding all those things to get Arjuna's curiosity lifted. And then karma, he talks about karma. So 3 terms: Brahman, Tat Brahman, Adhyatmam, that is the Atma that is inside, and also karma. So going to the next, now he'll introduce 4 more terms. Sadhi bhutadi daivam am Sadhi yagyam cha ye viduhu Prayana kale picha mam Te vidur yukta chetasaha. 4 more terms. Sir, those with a disciplined mind who know me, along with the they know the Adi Bhuta, the Adi Daivam, and the Adi Yajnam, even at the time of death, they indeed know me. So it looks a little confusing. He says these disciplined people who know me. First he says he's causing confusion. Who is that me referring to? Is it the Brahman or Krishna as a personal God? So he's creating all these things so that Arjuna starts thinking, who know me, along with Adibhutam, Adi Devam and Adi Yajnam. Even at the time of death, they know me. So the four terms introduced, I've not underlined Prayana Kala Smaranam. So Adi Bhutam is one, Adi Daivam is another, Adi Yajnam is a third, and then last term is Prayana Kala Smaranam. That is, Prayana means pilgrimage or like a journey. Prayana just means a journey. Prayana Kala Smarana means, Ishvara Smarana means remembering God at the time of death. So, Prayana Kale Pichaman Vidur Yukta Chetasaha, these people, um, they indeed know me. So, this will lead to Arjuna immediately in the 8th chapter asking questions. So, 8th chapter is called Akshara Brahma Yoga, because chapter Krishna's teaching just starts with Akshara Brahma Paramam, like that it starts. So Arjuna asks in the 8th chapter, we'll see the next. Kim Tad Brahma Kimatyatmam Kim Karma Purushottama Adibhutam Cha Kim Proktam Adidaivam Kim Uchyate. So, and we won't discuss all these terms because that's chapter, the 8th chapter topic. But 8th chapter, it should be called Prayana Kala Ishmara Smaranam, because only if 6 shlokas or so are for clarifying these terms. Total of Arjuna's questions plus Krishna's answer. After that, the rest, all some 20 shlokas about remembering God at the time of death. So that when you remember something at the time of death, that will come to fruition. And Bhagavan says, how do you make sure you remember a God at the time of death? By remembering, thinking of God all the time throughout your life. So it's a very important concept. Okay. So with that, we will conclude the 7th chapter. Om Tat Sat Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Jnana Vijnana Yogo Nama Saptamodhyayah.